6, temperature 53, altimeter 3000.
People like you, organizations like RampCheck, I love you guys.
4, 5, 6. Gotta be down, ready now.
You are clear for takeoff runway 21 left. Winds are calm. Stand by for the retrans on uniform. It's showtime.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the RampCheck Aviation Podcast. I'm Tony.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Ryan. Hello.
Hey, Ryan, you're right next to me.
Yep.
Here, you want to hand me my phone?
Another on location.
See,
That's
look.
my phone.
See, oh, that's your
And I
phone.
have
I'll
it
hand it
back.
back. Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, sorry we're a little late. Guess who was experiencing technical difficulties? Just take a while. Fucking guess.
That would
Oh, my
be
goodness.
that guy.
No, it's gotta be your bowl. No, anyway. Oh, wait. I left my hat off and
Jeez. I know. I was like the studio lights like blinding me, the reflection.
I'm like, oh, dude, you got something we can. Oh, wait, hold on.
What one do you want?
Go fuck yourself.
Okay, thank you.
It took you a minute. Damn.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry for the technical difficulties. So I got this brand new monitor, this big, huge. No, it's not internet, BH. So I got this much bigger monitor, and I just hadn't had a chance to get all the settings in line, and I couldn't figure it out. So I was like, good. So I just got the old monitor back, and then we still couldn't get the microphone to work, but now it's working. So
What'd you
Yeah.
do?
Hey,
Hey, I want to say hi to Viper Images, man. I was looking you up on Instagram the other day and I couldn't find your account. So you'll have to let us know what the hell's going on with that. But
what she said.
Viper Images, it's Billy. He was the one that hung out with us when we were in Arizona, showing
yeah.
us some good
That's
spots
right.
down at Luke to shoot from. So,
Oh yeah. Hey
Um,
man, how's it going?
Yeah, where we wouldn't
and
by the security police, and yes,
just want to welcome everybody watching on Instagram Live as well, because we are on YouTube, live stream YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, X, and also Instagram Live. So Instagram Live, when you comment, we just have to read the comments. We can't put them on screen. So if you want to follow along on either X, Facebook, or YouTube, we can actually show your comments on screen and interact that way. Just wanted to get that. That's right.
sorry,
right.
Thanks,
Oh,
Ryan.
that was too perfect.
That was awesome. By the way, yeah, so I was commenting to BH World. He says, let me guess, it's the guy still on net zero. No, I'm not on net zero.
Net zero. I haven't heard.
You remember that?
term. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Everybody tried it like for a week and
Yep.
hated it.
Yep, and it was
Yeah.
gone.
It was gone. You'll
Yeah.
find
Better
that.
than that.
So on Instagram Live, just want to give a shout out to Nate's AGL _pics. What's up?
What's up, dude?
That's his comment, or he or she. I guess it's Nate, so it's probably he. Maryland _avgeek. What's up? Fred Villela _photo. Yeah, team. Man, Fred posted a badass picture of an F-117 this week. If you don't follow him on Instagram, you need to. But anyway,
Yeah,
but,
there's some, I've seen
oh,
some
dude.
cool video and shots again of the F-117.
hell yeah, we need to get out there in the wild, man, and catch that
Right.
thing. And then Maryland _avgeek. How y'all doing? We're great. Thanks for watching. Jason CAMLIC. What's up, yo?
MOUSC.
Maryland _avgeek. Can I get a shout out? Well, we just did. We read your comment, man.
Shout out. There you go.
And then Jose KPDX Aviation Photography. Was good, guys. How have you been? Great. Thanks. Thanks for watching the live stream. So
Yeah.
anyway, cool.
Awesome.
All right. Well, there
Okay,
you go.
so speaking
That's
of the
those are comments right now on.
Speaking of the F-117, you want to see one of the saddest pictures ever?
Sure. Let's do it. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It just breaks your heart, doesn't it?
I know that's when they were actually testing how to dispose of them.
So do you
And so
imagine?
they took an airframe and did that to it.
Do you
Oh,
think?
wow, okay.
Do you think the guy driving the cat, whatever the hell that thing is that's tearing it apart,
It's
do
a
you think he
cat,
had to
yeah.
have a pretty high clearance just to get rid of that thing,
Oh yeah.
to
Probably.
break
And
it apart?
And I guaranteed they hired an anti-military liberal to do it. He's like, hell yeah, I'll be there at 0600.
No, I wouldn't do
Exactly.
it because they have to use funds to do that. And that's just not a proper use of government funding.
No, it's not. Wadman checking in. Star
All
Wars
right.
Opinion and the Sidewinder Pass are hiding all sorts of goodies. I know. I saw this really cool video on X. I'm not sure if I actually pulled
Have
up
it.
the bookmark so I could watch it on the podcast, or so we could watch it on the podcast tonight. But yeah, man, we have got to get to Star Wars Canyon.
You know, we've been saying that since we started this podcast.
Yep.
And we just need to do it.
We will get there.
Okay,
I
all
promise. By the way, I just thought I'd throw that up there.
Yeah, I know, right? Air show.
Right?
And that's us for Red Flag, which is in a few weeks. as well.
Absolutely.
But-
Oh man, can't wait.
yeah, but we were talking about
So
the other day with the fam, the Hill Air Force Base show. Oh,
yeah.
looks like
There's
you got that photo up.
there's Fred's F-117, man. Look at that.
That is beautiful.
Where is that?
Sidewinder.
Okay, that's
Sidewinder?
Sidewinder. Okay, all right.
Oh yeah.
Where do those things base out of? Like
Tonopah. Tonopah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, it is the stealth fighter, so
Well, you know,
That's what she said.
Oh, whoops.
see we've got the mugs that we made.
Oh
let me,
yeah.
Let me pull this off screen, but anyway.
You're still tiny.
Oh my god. There we go.
there we
There you
go.
go. Oh yeah, that's right. My initials.
Yeah. Total retard.
Hey, no.
Just kidding.
Jerk.
Tonopah range.
Tonopah. Okay.
Anyway, cool.
Yeah, so we've got a lot to talk about tonight on the podcast. So I don't know if you guys saw this story, but great article from Tyler Rogoway in the War Zone. Lots of strange objects are being detected, or I should say reported, inside Arizona's military test and training airspace. UAPs, UFOs, they're saying drones at like 37,000 feet, traveling like at Mach 0.75. And I mean, it just really interesting.
There's shit going on.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Apparently, some Southern California residents are getting triggered over air shows.
They must be related to the Safe Skies Utah.
That's what I'm getting. Yeah, it's a coordinated effort. Also, if you haven't heard, some Chinese J-20 pilots actually admit that the J-20 really isn't the shit when it comes to shaking off an F-35.
China is asshole.
And
Oh wait,
And Ryan's money on the comment.
he is
on-
tonight,
on
man.
the-
See, it's easy when
sound
you have to
bites.
like run 10 different
I know.
things.
I know.
Why don't you just
exactly.
keep you here to run the soundboard, brother?
know.
That's great.
No, Tony can't even get the volume on the microphone, so
Hey,
I don't know how we can expect him
we
to run
did.
that.
We
too.
got it finally.
Tony just does it all. I just show up and push buttons.
That's right.
There
Yeah.
you go.
And then
That's what she said.
exactly.
That's what she said.
Thank you. And then I don't know if you guys saw, but on tonight's Fuck Around and Find Out segment,
Mhm.
a US Air Force airman tries to recreate the album cover of a Rage Against the Machine album
Okay.
and find
Okay.
out.
Curious about that one.
Yeah.
Say that 10 times fast.
Yeah, I'm going to try not to. Thank you very much. But our first palate cleansing video. Oh, and we've got some cool video of some crazy crosswind landings too. We'll
There
show
you
you
go.
that here in just a minute. But
I love that.
all right, here, if you've ever flown and if you've ever tried to get clearance for your flight, you'll understand what's
This is a
going
great
on. Here.
meme
This is here we go.
or video.
Okay, here it is.
That's funny.
Say again.
Oh, good Lord. Anyway. Yeah, I thought that was a nice little clip to kick off the podcast with. So let's Let's see. We got some more chats going on here. Viper Images. Sorry. Till here wrapping up from boxing. Okay.
Boxing.
Apparently he's still boxing while he's texting.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Thank you for breaking away for a sec to go, hi, guys, on the RampCheck Aviation Podcast.
Yeah, dude, totally appreciate that. BH World says, yeah, so why don't you guys hit Sidewinder at the end of your red flag trip or in the middle of our red flag trip? What do you think?
How far
Maybe.
is Sidewinder?
Yeah, how far is
Yeah.
it about a 3-hour drive, I think, from red flag?
God, maybe we'll have to wake up early one morning and
Oh,
You
no.
do that. We'll see.
That means no drinking the night before.
Yeah, that means Ryan and Tony can't go down into the casino on one of them.
Whatever. I'll drink. I'll just sleep in the car.
That's true. Ryan wouldn't even be fucking driving anyway. So.
Exactly. I don't have to. It's the advantage of being the youngest.
And Viper Images says, turned off his social media, just taking a break and was spending too much time on it. Hey, dude, we feel your pain. We totally understand.
All right.
So, yeah, good on you.
When
on
you
you.
get back to it, just don't take it too seriously, bro.
Yeah. Social media is poison. Social media is asshole.
It can be.
Anyway, BH World, I'll send an email to your boss and get you the day off.
We'll see.
Who's the boss here? Yeah, we never figured that out. So,
Thanks, BH.
yeah, appreciate that. All right,
you.
so a couple of videos here. Let's see. Is this the one? The first one? Yes. All right. 1 second. So, like I said, some crazy crosswind landings going on. Let me just get this queued up. This is a live program. By the way, it's a live program every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, right here on YouTube, Twitter, X, live streaming, of course, on Instagram Live. What, brother?
And Facebook.
Rumble,
And
Facebook.
Yep.
Yep.
And Rumble.
Pretty much
There you go.
everywhere. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Did I catch a niner in there?
Yeah, yes, maybe you did. All right. Our first crosswind landing. Now, this is according to, let's see here, breaking aviation news and videos on X, and this was happening at Heathrow. Check this out.
Oh,
Nice.
nothing like a good old
Ooh, look.
crosswind landing.
Oh,
He strike his tail. Look at that.
It was close. Oh, damn it. He still went around.
Can you believe that?
That was crazy.
Wow. That's crazy.
So that's the first one. Let me cue up the second one here. Let's see.
Yeah, that'll pucker your tatter hole.
Right?
I know, right?
Yeah, let's see. Okay, here's another one. Now this is a 787 Dreamliner.
Mm.
So check this out.
All right. What do we got?
Oh, wow.
Same day, I believe.
That wing flex.
Look at that.
Damn. Whoa. And then he
Look at that.
brings it down with a little bit of
Yeah.
nose action there.
There's another crazy one.
Geez, he
Holy
went
shit.
down.
He still went around too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
Where is that again?
This is at
You
London
You
Heathrow.
may want to reconsider retracting that gear.
Right?
Go around the
Yeah, look at
pattern.
I know.
Ooh. Oof.
Well, it looks like right
Especially that one right there.
there. It
Oh.
looks like he's down.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know if I've seen that much rubber smoked off of a nose gear before.
Yeah, that
Jeez.
was crazy. Now the caption on this one, this is from Air Safety OTD. And today at Heathrow, a real Code Brown moment for the passengers.
Go around.
yeah, I would say.
If you're a ramp or an aircraft cleaner, you know exactly what that means.
God.
Anyway, and this was captured by Flight Focus 365. So, all right. So we got one more video here. I want to show you. Let's see. This one is okay. Cue this one up. Now, in the meantime, where did it go?
I don't know.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So in the meantime, Boeing here. Let me put this put this up here. So Boeing is doing some 777X testing. The 9X undergoes crosswind takeoff and landing tests in Lubbock International Airport on Tuesday with wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour.
Wow.
All right. Now, keeping those other videos in mind. Hold on, damn it. All right. Are we going here? Okay, so we're there. I just want
I'm going to turn the volume down on this one because there's so much wind.
So, keeping in mind the other crosswind landings, Boeing's like, you know what? Hold my beer.
Yeah, that just looked like a normal departure.
Right?
Does the video catch an
Here's the
approach?
landing.
There
He's
you go.
grabbing a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say the 777X has nailed that. Jeez.
Yep.
Man, what an awesome aircraft. That'll be nice to see that in service.
Wow. Wait. So they need to be doing so they need to bring the 777-9X to St. George and do small airport
Yeah, that would be
testing.
cool. Yeah. I wish
On
they
a
had the
hot
old
day.
airfield on the platform.
How big is the runway at St. George again? I don't remember.
Oh, I need to look it up.
Not sure.
How long is it?
Let's see. Oh yeah, Ryan, you gonna look that up?
Yep,
So I
I'll
don't
just
have
look
to.
it up.
Okay,
so
Ryan will
you
look that
can
up.
do other things.
Yes. Viper Images sends a few laughing emojis. Thank you very much. He also says he'll be at Red Flag March 13th to the 15th. Cool. We are going to be
Yeah,
there.
we'll probably see you.
Yeah,
See.
we'll be there.
9,300 feet, brother.
Yeah,
9,300.
Yep. We'll be there the 12th through the 14th. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
90 yeah, that sounds about right.
93.
The largest aircraft that I've seen at St. George is a C-17. So
Right.
I would guess you could probably get a 777 in there. I had to wait. I don't know.
Well, I
We
mean,
had to, yeah.
KC-135s from the Utah Air National Guard are regularly flying in and out. So,
yeah. Well, I'm talking about like
land or-
taxiing in and around the ramp.
Don't they just touch and go usually? I don't know.
It depends. Sometimes they'll
Yeah.
land and
really?
taxi down and then depart. Yeah, it's a little bit of everything.
So anyway, that was just some kind of crazy videos kind of going on. But what do you want to start with? What story, Aaron?
So real quick, I just want to put this on screen. Sluggo up on that top left corner, he now has a YouTube channel, and I just want
no way.
give him a shout out. There's the link right there. If you look him up, he's Lessons from the Cockpit
Right.
show.
I'm gonna do
And
it right now.
on YouTube, he's at Lessons from the Cockpit. So anyway, check him out. He's
brother.
Leave it up.
Oh, you know what? Can you move that down just a little bit, brother, from where it's at, because it's behind the
no, I
ticker
can't.
on our screen. So let me see if this will work.
I ended up.
Did you get
getting
it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that made it worse. Okay.
Got it. And there we have it, Lieutenant Colonel Mark.
That's
Becerra.
awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's going to
So
start
there-
doing video
there-
podcasts now.
Yeah. So there's his homepage on his channel. So anyway,
Cool.
yeah, he texted me that earlier. Said, "Hey, I got a YouTube channel now." So he's got 26 subscribers. So go ahead and follow along if you like a lot of aviation history. That's his first guest. It looks like he's got on an episode there. He's flying C9s.
Yep, the Nightingale.
There you go. There you go.
Very cool.
But,
Well, congratulations.
Anyway, so that was the first thing I just wanted to throw out there.
Looking forward to checking you out. BH World in 2019, there was a C-17 detached from March Air Force Base to St. George. 6 jets. Wow. How did we miss that?
I don't know.
Is he bullshitting us? He's
Probably.
he doesn't even know what the hell a C-17 is.
Yes.
Just keep eating your spaghetti.
Are you sure your handle's not BS World? Just saying.
And what's an ARB too? What the hell is that? Come on.
March Air Reserve Base.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much.
whatever.
Do.
Anyway,
You're slacking, brother.
Oh,
You're slacking.
Sorry, it's because I was
You're
looking at my
slacking.
phone.
All right, that's fine.
okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Anyway, what
here we go.
what channel?
Yeah, we figured. So
Yeah. He doesn't even know what a C-17 is anyway.
yeah, exactly. So, do you want to just start with our lead story?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what our lead story is. I mean, I know our stories, but I don't know which one's a lead story.
Right. Okay, here we go. So this one, and I'll go ahead and we'll pull this up here. That large enough?
There you go.
Okay, perfect. This is coming from the War Zone headline, and this is by Joseph Trevi Thick. Sounds like a porn star's name. And Tyler Rogaway. Pilots are seeing some very strange things in Arizona's military training ranges.
Not strange. Those are F-35s.
F-35s from Luke.
How did they get the ground to look like that when they took those pictures?
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Major dad jokes here.
Thank you. Where's the rim shot?
No, I was going to do this one.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Encounters with small unidentified objects, sometimes in swarm-like groups of as many as 8. What? Sightings of other objects include some characterized as drones flying at altitudes, check this out, of up to 36,000 feet and as fast as Mach 0.75. That's a fast fucking drone.
That is. Can you zoom in a little bit?
Zoom in on this. Yeah, I can. Is that better?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
All
right.
Another, and check this one out too. Another apparent small drone actually hitting the canopy of an F-16 causing damage. These incidents and many more all occurred in or around various military air combat training ranges in Arizona since January 2020. The events are described in reports from the FAA filed over roughly a 3-year period. Overall, the data points to what are often categorized as drones, but many of which are actually unidentified objects, as well as what do appear to be drones or uncrewed aerial systems, UAS. It's a lot of acronyms. Intruding into these restricted warning areas with alarming regularity. Well, how, if they're intruding into these areas, how are they number one not being detected? And yeah, how are they not being detected? So I don't know. Good question.
Well, they probably are. That's
Well,
they're probably finding them, and then when they're out there training, and then going out to inspect it. And I don't know, man. There's a lot of Chinese nationals coming over the border down that way.
Yeah, exactly.
China is asshole.
And that's kind of what I'm getting to. But no, I mean, what I meant is, how are they not being detected by ATC?
Oh, they're probably too small.
And they're being reported.
Small,
no, that's true.
If they're,
yeah,
really little.
Yeah.
Or if they're alien tech, they probably are resistant to being detected by radar.
Cloaking devices.
How do you think the F-35 is so good?
Right? So, Mark, okay, why did the people at the War Zone hire people with such hard last names to pronounce?
I don't know.
Mark C., a contributor to the War Zone, has been able to obtain additional partially redacted reports. What's that?
Kikati.
McGillicuddy. These partially redacted reports about a number of these incidents from the U.S. Air Force's Safety Center via Freedom of Information Act that provide additional insights. McGillicuddy, together with Adam Keyhole, another one of our contributors, had first to begin to notice a clustering of reports of unusual aerial encounters, otherwise known as UAE. Oh, no, wait, that's United. No, it's UE. No, never mind. In southwestern Arizona back in 2021, an interactive online tool they created for the War Zone leverages the FAA's public database of drone-related incident reports, helped highlight that trend. So you can kind of see here.
So these are all the locations where these things have been reported? that
Yeah.
you're showing right
Yeah,
now.
locations of these
Interesting.
clusters. So southern Utah is in there, Las Vegas.
East Coast and West Coast.
Yep.
Hmm.
Exactly. And what's interesting,
West Coast.
so there's actually been 15 reports in the East Coast where there's been 8 in the Southwest.
genius, he knows the atlas.
So, but what's interesting, and I'll show you, we'll scroll down here a little bit, but so when it comes to the Air Force, Arizona is home to Luke Air Force Base, which we were just at, obviously. Davis-Monthan. Wait a second. Why the hell isn't Hill mentioned here? It's like
Because we're not in Arizona.
Yeah, but neither is Davis-Monthan Air. Oh, Davis-Monthan.
Yeah, it is.
Never mind. I thought at first when I saw that
It's okay.
they were
It's all right.
talking about.
retarded.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, Luke Air Force Base in Davis-Monthan. Luke has long been a major training hub for the Air Force and foreign F-35 and F-16 pilots, though its work with the F-16 has been steadily diminishing in the recent years. Davis-Monthan currently hosts units flying a variety of aircraft, including the A-10, the EC-130, Compass Call, EWA, electronic warfare planes, as well as the unit that oversees the famous Boneyard, of course. Units of the Arizona National Guard also operate from various bases in the southern end of the state. That's what she said. This includes Morris Air National Guard Base, which is part of the Tucson International Airport in the city of the same name, and that also hosts the Air National Guard Air Force Reserve Command Test Center. Anyway, you've got MCAS Yuma, also major test and training base. Number of training ranges. And if you look at the hot spots here, look at all these military ranges and all the restricted airspace.
Yeah.
It's all around there.
Jeez, that's a lot.
That's right. It is a lot. And then if you scroll a little bit further north, of course, you'll probably catch the southern end of the Utah test and training range as well. But let's see what else. I wanted to scroll down to some of these NOTAMs.
Viper Images, he lives in Arizona, obviously, and he chimes in, says, personally have not seen anything out of the ordinary other than tons of Starlink satellites, which are actually pretty cool looking when you see them. When they go over like in a straight line, it's pretty cool looking.
Oh wow, you're gonna have to look out for them.
Yeah, they're really cool. But have had tons of military activity in Arizona of late. And then he also says about Yuma, has an Army airfield north of Yuma that uses a lot of drones as well. So
right, and Aaron, when you and I were, well, even you, Ryan, when we were driving back from Yuma, in that area, you see those balloons, those tethered balloons that are part of the border patrol that's not doing a fucking thing to secure our border now.
I think they stopped using those balloons because they were too effective.
They were too offensive.
Yeah, right.
They were too offensive to the people trying to cross the border. Man, that's a whole other episode. We won't even get into that.
Oh my God.
All right. So, anyway, members of Congress are increasingly pushing for more declassification, of these matters, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Arizona is, of course, no stranger to reports of unusual drone activity and UAP sightings. In 2016, a Tucson police helicopter had an encounter with a mysteriously capable drone in the skies over that city. Some 5 years later, a Customs Border Protection helicopter was involved in an incident with a similarly puzzling. So the war zone,
and the Phoenix Lights too, man. Yeah. I mean, that was a huge thing.
Yep. So I think that's mentioned in this article. Yes, it is.
Yep.
So the war zone was the first to report on the worrying appearance of drone swarms over the Palo Verde nuclear power plant in Arizona across multiple nights in September of 2019. There's also the matter of crews of an American Airlines flight, Jesus, and a Phoenix Air charter business jet reporting encounters with what appeared to be the same UAP in the skies over the southern part of the state near the border with New Mexico the year before. And the state is also home to the notorious Phoenix Lights mass sighting in 1997, which remains a topic of discussion on this day too. Incidents in Arizona have in turn long highlighted the growing threats that UASs present, including outside of traditional battlefields. This is something the war zone has been highlighting as a very real concern and still evolving issue for years now, including in the context of UAP discussions and how problematic it is that the two issues are so closely intertwined. So I'm sorry, China comes to mind with me.
Dude,
this has got to be
like
what
I
this
said,
is.
dude, it's shit like that. And here's what I think the military should do. They should get some security clearance to like a bunch of legitimate airplane spotters. Let them go out on these ranges, obviously away from where they're dropping weapons or firing their guns.
Yes.
And let them go out there and sit out there for days. I mean, we'll fucking sit out there and catch stuff, and we'll keep an eye on this guy, and we'll
Hell yeah, we will.
down. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, aviation spotters, photographers, videographers, these, all of us enthusiasts, we're way underutilized when it comes to security.
Yep,
And
I agree.
I really believe that, man.
And the other side of that is maybe they're making it seem as like they don't know what it is, but this could very well be our own military and space force and all of that, like doing some and then what better way to deflect people from being like too into it other than saying like, oh, we don't know what they are and they've been having encounters. They're not going to come out all the time and say, oh yeah, well, we're working on this or we're working on that.
Right.
If they don't want anyone knowing. But,
right.
But spotters could also figure that out as well.
Well, and then of course, another weather balloon, quote unquote, is has been traversing the U.S. since last week as well. But I mean, isn't it just a strange coincidence that all these Chinese nationals are crossing our border?
I know.
Military-aged men. If you think that's not true, look it up. Do your own research.
It's so true, man.
Yeah, you can see it. I mean, there's all kinds of video with all these
citizen
people. Journalists
are going down there, and for the first time in years, people are able to post things and they're not being censored.
I guarantee these people, they're not being screened, they're not being searched.
Yeah,
and they can bring over whatever the hell they want. And isn't it a coincidence that we have all this going on? Then these clusters of these quote unquote drones. I mean, over a nuclear power plant.
Well, the drones could be being dropped from the. I mean, I'm just speculating.
Well, yeah,
you just never know. But China definitely comes to mind.
Yep. That's that one I sent you. That's hilarious.
Weather balloon, totally not for spying. That's great.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. I completely didn't post that. But Viper Images has a couple comments here. Let me just get to these, and then I want to get back to the story here. CBP overworked. They start seeing stuff. Yeah, probably. They're not doing a damn thing right now, so they're just on break. Phoenix lights were orange flares. Fake news. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I know. Some people say that they were moving in,
Well, they were, exactly.
I've seen when I lived in Arizona, I've seen some crazy flare like formations out there too, out in the desert. So who knows?
Right. You never know. By the way, hashtag RampCheck Patrol.
Yeah.
Let's start a group.
Right.
Yeah. Viper Images also. I will volunteer. I need some time away from home. Right. Also, these people coming out of Mexico walk the streets in my neighborhood. I don't doubt it. That's not very far.
Wow.
For them to go. So
they come in from Mexico and they speak Chinese. Wait a second. What's wrong with this picture? So anyway, getting back to the story here. Just a couple things. I want to read some of these notems, but so here's some of the reports. There have been a number of encounters between military aircraft and what are described as groups of craft flying together. That's just crazy. In the past 3 years or so in this specific part of the United States. For instance, on March 29th of 2021, two pilots flying F-35s in the vicinity of Buckeye, Arizona, suburb of Phoenix, made a report about 3 to 4 UAS off the right side while eastbound at 17,000 feet, according to the FAA. On April 22nd, another F-35 pilot reported 8 silver UAS at an altitude of between 16 and 20,000 feet. these aren't drone enthusiasts flying their drones from their backyard.
No, 20,000
you
feet is
know,
pretty high.
Yeah.
This is definitely more advanced, whatever it is.
And so let's see. Yeah, so that's the actual NOTAM. No evasive action reported. Maricopa County Sheriff notified. Glendale incident gives it reported 8 silver UAS between. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is
the Maricopa
crazy.
sheriff ain't gonna do anything.
Right.
He doesn't do anything about anything. So what do you think he's gonna do about that?
Yeah, exactly. Here's another one. A large white UAS while northbound at flight level 240, 35 south-southeast Stanfield, so 35 miles south-southeast of the Stanfield Vortac. The object, which appeared to be stationary, was described, well, it's the sun, guys. I'm just kidding. Was described as a small GA aircraft or a very large UAS. No evasive action taken. Police were notified.
I'm blown away that, in all honesty, and obviously, I'm not a pilot. I don't fly a fighter jet. I don't fly any type of military reconnaissance aircraft, but how are we not finding out what these things are?
Right.
Especially, F-35, everybody says, including pilots, it's the most incredible aircraft at gathering, a combination of intelligence,
right,
situational awareness. How come they don't have eyes on these things and can identify what it is or the exact shape or what? Well,
though,
I just don't get it, dude. I can grab my lens, my camera,
what she said,
and my glass, anyway, and I can see something in the sky, and I can zoom in, take a picture, even with my iPhone. Like, right. I can take a picture of something and zoom in on this, and identify what it is. It's a plastic bag, or it's a bird. It's some. Right. It's I don't know, man. I guess it could be classified, but I don't know. Stop reporting it then.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of.
If you're in on it, then just stop reporting it. I just
exactly.
I don't know.
Look at the altitudes.
The story is extremely annoying.
Right.
For that fact.
Flight level 360, flight level 320. Let's see. Here's operating in restricted airspace, reported 4 UAS while aircraft was eastbound at flight level 200. There's just they just go on and on. And so here's let's see, here's one more thing. Event aircraft observed 4 small objects at flight level 200, slowly moving eastbound. Evasive maneuvers required. Approximately 1 hour later, Event Aircraft 2 encountered 2 separate groups of small objects while operating in R-2301 Echo. That's the designator of the restricted airspace. The first observation was at flight level 210 of a single object. Second observation was at flight level 145 of apparently 8 small objects. Event Aircraft 1 and 2 both reported observations to Range Management Control for further observations reported. If this is our stuff, the Air Force, you'd think that they would be briefing the flight crews, right?
Well,
like that view.
I don't know. With the aircraft that have the situational awareness they do these days, and with the technology, with how video cameras and photos, lenses, you name it.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. Nobody fucking knows what this shit is. That's my opinion.
You can download an app on your iPhone.
Yeah.
Or a golf ball tracer. And you don't think they have something more advanced than that where they can trace?
Well, dude, exactly.
Our flight tracker apps on our phones. All you have to do, you don't even have to be outside. You can just hold it up towards the sky and it'll know what's flying over.
Yeah. Yep.
They even have UFO apps. It's called Enigma, and I actually have it on my iPhone. I was
Mhm.
trying to pull it up, but now it's like I fucking had to update it and whatever. But it now it won't like fucking load. God damn it. Anyway,
It's a live show.
Jeez.
I know. Here
Sorry,
goes
Mom.
my iPhone through
We
the
love you.
glass in my office. Anyway, I just technology these days. I don't know, man. How hard is it? I mean, you had F-18s tracking shit with their targeting pods off the coast of California, a decade or more ago. And you can't tell me the technology's gotten better from that. Like that we can film these things or identify them, or I don't know. Apparently Ryan and Tony disappeared.
Yeah, we did. It said connection lost, but
Oh, gotcha.
Aaron's frozen. You're frozen right now, dude, and it looks like you're playing a flute.
Doodle-oo. Hey, you're not frozen, so it's just on your end.
That's so
yeah,
funny.
well, you're not frozen down here. Maybe you
Yeah.
should recycle.
Here, let me do
him.
this. Stand by one
Let me
second.
recycle.
Is that better?
No, you're
No,
still
you're
playing the
still
flute.
frozen.
Damn. Well,
Oh man.
I've got great signal, man. I don't know what's going on.
that's hilarious. Well, that's all right.
too
We
funny.
can see you down here in the on the
Here,
other-
let me cycle. Hey, brothers.
No, he's
What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna do this really quick. We're live troubleshooting, by the way. Stand by. I'm just going
That's
to
right.
refresh our page. Stand by. I'm gonna reload here.
Reload. All right. So Ryan and Tony are going to reload, but I don't know. For those of you that are still watching, what do you guys think? Let's see here. Viper Images. Marvin the Martian has entered the chat. Yeah, exactly. And then Wadman says, I'm sure people know, but aren't allowed to acknowledge it. That's true.
Totally. Yeah, I
Just
mean,
like you,
that's
just
what I
like you
think.
with the B-21, Wadman.
That's what I think. I think definitely people know and they see the stories and they're just like, yeah, I know what that is.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
But
That's
if
probably
it
true.
was China or another country, I mean, they probably don't want to send everyone into a panic as well.
Yeah.
You know, if people knew that there were these little Chinese drones flying around, I mean, shit, everything's made in China anyway. They could just install, devices within these devices. And yeah, it's crazy. But I'm sure. Should we move on to our next story?
Let's do it.
Speaking of birds.
Yeah, I'm droned out.
Yeah, I'm actually annoyed at that story.
Yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
is. I agree with what Wadman says. Pull that up again and let's
Yeah,
read.
sure.
Yeah, Wadman
Yeah.
says, if that's the case, they need to stop reporting until more info is unclassified. Definitely.
Yep.
Because it's like we're basically saying
Yeah.
things are in the air and people are talking about it and aircraft are reporting on it, but nobody knows what it is.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
annoying. But yeah, let's move on to our next story. All right, I got it. Ready?
Let's just say yes and we'll move on.
Okay, perfect.
Right?
Hey, Hess is actually chiming in now. If it was government testing, wouldn't you think they would keep their billion-dollar fighters out of the area?
Well, yeah, or
Yeah,
let
that's a
them
good
know
point.
what's going on. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it's ours. So I,
mean,
just
that-
think
it's definitely a good point, but at the same time, again, like we're all just pawns. We don't know what the hell's really going on.
we don't. By the way,
Good to hear from you, Hess. Oh yeah,
that's how you were frozen.
That's how it
on
was
our
frozen.
screen.
You painted it. The Yaz food.
You kind of look like a redheaded Santa Claus there. that thick beard of yours
Well,
there, brother.
Oh yes, I know. There you go.
Nice.
That's funny.
Well, should we move on to the
Yes, please.
Huntington Beach story?
Yeah. Remember, wait, hold on. Before we move on, I want to bring this picture back up. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Weather maroon.
None of the weather balloon.
So do you remember the what was it? It was one of those claymation Christmas movies when we were growing, or Christmas things they showed on TV when we were growing up, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Yeah,
Reindeer.
like Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah,
or
Santa
something
Claus
like
is coming to town. That's the one.
that. Yeah.
And you look like the young Kris Kringle before his beard went white.
Oh, I know. I've
Isn't that-
heard that. a time or two, just like I've heard, oh, hey, it's Aaron.
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 PH. Yes, so it's time to move on to our next story. And when I say speaking of birds, you guys know what story you're going to talk about, Aaron?
Say again.
When you say speaking of birds,
Oh,
kind of. Yes.
You're talking
Oh.
about what it says in the story.
Yes,
well,
exactly.
let's let everyone
So,
know.
yeah.
what we're
Go
talking
ahead, Aaron.
about,
You can take this one.
Oh, I don't have the story queued up.
you
I
don't
didn't
have
know. I didn't know we were going to that one.
Oh, well, okay. So
Do
that's
you have it queued up?
Yes.
I would have had it.
I can read this one, Tony. If
I would have it queued up, but go ahead. Ryan can do it.
well, that's okay. Let's get our venting caps on here.
Yes,
gosh.
let's do it.
Yep, here we go.
All right.
Okay, zoom in if you
All right.
can.
Zoom in on this.
Zoom
eh?
in on this.
Here, I got you.
Zoom in on this.
All right. Guess we better do the soundbite rather than we do it.
Hey,
Anyway,
Brett, how's it going? Sorry,
this
he's
story-
chiming in.
Oh, that's
Do
fine.
we
This-
want to watch the news story? Because it's funny about the news because they just get so dramatic.
Sure, let's do
Yeah.
it. Do you want to? And then have Ryan.
Why not? Yep. We'll
And then
see what he
afterwards-
says, and then we'll.
Okay.
Okay, click on it. And so what news channel is it? KTLA 5?
This
Okay.
is KTLA 5 out of
In
Los
California.
Angeles. So
I
know,
already know it's going to be bullshit.
right? You know that they already got their talking points and they're okay. Here we go. Ready?
Let's do it.
Oh, and this is Chip Yost. Hi, Chip.
Hey, Chip Yost.
Does he have pronouns? Anyway.
Or Chippy Ost.
Oh my God! Now there's a. Of course, you try and play it, and then it. What the?
It says.
Huh.
Well,
Were you
that's-
arrested?
oh.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Oh, here we go.
So
I'm going to mute it.
yeah, well, that's
For a
going
minute.
on here.
Well,
We'll
that's, yeah. We'll let that play.
there's like 30 more seconds.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, this story will fire you up a little bit. We'll see how it goes.
It is. You think we got fired up over the
Safe
Safe Skies
Skies. Oh, yeah,
Utah?
Dude. Yeah. Well, this will be a fun one to talk about. Yes, it will. God, how long is this ad?
Right? Exactly.
Jeez.
Let's go, Mr. Yost.
Anyway,
Watch that's not on here.
yeah. Hey, just want to give a shout out to people on Instagram Live. Thank you for watching. If you want to comment on screen, you have to go to YouTube, X, or Facebook to do that. But we are live streaming on Rumble, Instagram Live, and then all those others I mentioned. So thanks for joining along. But anyway, all right, story's ready.
Yeah, not
Well,
quite.
It
It jumped to a different story.
jumped to a different.
Oh my God!
Here we go. All right.
Is that? Do we have Chip Yost
this
back?
is returns to Huntington Beach. So that's the wrong
That's the
one.
wrong
Oh my
one.
God,
they-
KTLA.
All right, let's just have Ryan read it then.
Well, I have to pull the story up again now because it's.
Do you not have
Oh
the
my
original
good
link
Lord.
saved on there?
My goodness. Stand by.
Yeah, we should have just read it. We
Oh,
should have
here it
known.
is. Here it is right here.
We should have known.
Do you have it?
Yeah, let's see if it'll let us do it. Okay, stand by.
It looks like it's playing. Okay, start it over.
Yep, gonna start it over. Can you turn on the window, brother?
I'll turn it on. Here we
Okay,
go.
for it. Ready?
Let's do it. Go.
30 aerial acrobats take to the skies every year for the annual Pacific Air Show. But
Hell
there
yeah.
are concerns that the event improperly cuts off access to the beach. Event organizers also close the pier to the general public.
Oh,
Now,
for
two
God's
state
sake.
commissions have sent letters to the city and the company that runs the events expressing those concerns. KTLA 5's Orange County Bureau Chief Chip Yost live in Huntington Beach with more. Chip?
Hello, Chip.
Yeah, hey there, Glenn and Lou. Both the California Coastal Commission and the State Lands Commission sent letters to the city of Huntington Beach and Code 4, the company that runs the Pacific Air Show, last week, accusing them of multiple violations during last year's show. For one, they said they accused the city and the operators of the show of privatization of public lands. For one, the pier is owned by the State Lands Commission, it said in its letter. It leases the pier back to the city, but the city and the air show, they say, failed to get proper permits and authorization for some of the activities of the show, including
All about money.
selling tickets to get access to the pier. They said the
Hey, I've
pier
done
was
that.
blocked off to people who did not have tickets. They said that was improper and a violation of the agreements in place. They also, the Coastal Commission and the Lands Commission, raised questions about similar practices on the beach, where they blocked off large portions of the beach to set up private bleachers. They also raised concerns about the flight patterns and the noise of the planes as far as the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve, which is also owned by the Lands Commission. They say the flight patterns, the noise caused problems for some of the wildlife in that reserve, and they also didn't have the proper permits and authorization for some of the flight patterns, or at least those are some of the accusations. So what does this mean for the future of the show? Let's read more from part of the letter sent by the Coastal Commission. Remember, these are two different letters. This is part of one from the Coastal Commission, which says, Commission staff would like to reiterate that it is not...
Okay, everybody, the Coastal Commission.
Okay, yes.
Not the intent of this letter to prohibit future air shows from taking place in Huntington Beach. However, the October 2023 air show's widespread, unpermitted privatization of public land violates public access protection policies. As such, to avoid future activities that might expose the city and Code 4 to formal enforcement actions, Commission staff is requesting a meeting with all parties involved. They're also
I was going to say,
requesting some of the documents, some of the agreements between Code 4 and the city. We reached out to Code 4 for comment, have not heard back as of yet. We reached out to the city of Huntington Beach, and they sent us a statement basically saying that they are in possession of those letters that were sent by the two commissions last week. For now,
Okay, here's my response
and
letter
here's my statement.
Go fuck yourself.
Reporting live here in Huntington Beach, I'm Chip Yost, KTLA 5.
Yeah, thanks, Chip.
Thank you, Chip. Appreciate that.
Thank
And now
you,
back to our
Chip.
regularly scheduled program.
So, do we want to read the article, or did that pretty much cover it?
That's
I
probably...
think that pretty much covered it.
We need to read
part of the article. There is a section of the article that's kind of funny.
that we need to read,
to say.
so-
But the Huntington Beach Pacific Air Show is still months away, and this is clever, but it's already experiencing a bit of turbulence.
Oh.
You're punny. Oh my God.
Oh, journalists these days.
All right.
Good Lord.
Anyway, earlier this month, Brian Boogs, chief of the land management division, that's an appropriate name, of the California State Lands Commission, wrote a letter to the city and airshow operator, a company called Code 4, pointing to unresolved issues like our buddy Chip was talking about. Specifically, a private vendor for the airshow denied access to the public pier without a ticket. Oh no! Even though it was supposed to remain open to the public. And the ocean waters and beach were similarly impacted by efforts to create private areas for the show, the CSLC claims.
Again, so?
Yeah.
And, dude, the air shows last like 2-3 days. Maybe.
Go ahead and throw that down, brother. Let's go down.
I mean, for God's sakes,
All right,
it's not like they're changing the beach for 2 weeks.
Well, God, and the ocean is huge, and so is the beach. Anyway,
and they're charging admission for the air show because you know what? If you don't charge admission for these private air shows that are not held on military bases, then there's no air show.
Yeah,
you have to pay for everything.
Well, and I'm sure that the businesses along the beach probably benefit from
exactly.
Are you kidding me? I guarantee all the businesses and restaurants at the beach are not complaining about that.
Yeah, exactly. So let me just read like 2 more paragraphs and then we'll
go to some comments too.
Yes. This degree of restriction on public access and recreation along the beach and in the ocean, where boating was also restricted during the event, is not authorized by the city lease.
Okay, boating is restricted for safety.
Yeah,
Number one,
you can't just drive a car around when you're at an airport air show.
You're not going to let somebody just park their ass right underneath show center.
Yeah. There's always going to be Karens and Daves for these.
And so here's the funny one:
liberal fucking dipshit tree hugger who's got a sagebrush up his ass.
Additionally, the nearby Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve. This is the paragraph that gets me going. Okay, and the animals who live there were hurt by low flyovers that harass the bird populations and cause them to take flight each time the airplanes flew over.
Oh my God.
You know, have you ever tried walking towards a fucking bird? What does it do? It flies away.
How about this? Okay, hop in your fucking Prius and drive toward this bird population and see if they take flight.
You know, I just picture...
Just a fun little experiment.
I just
saying.
picture, have you guys ever seen the scene in Ace Ventura when he's at the house and the birds are landing on him and he's like, oh, like, do people really do that with these kind of situations? Like, so it basically just goes on and says like, that they sent the letter and the city officials never responded to their concerns. And, you know, like, I don't blame him, because to me, this just comes down to another nothing burger. Like, this is bothering me that there's an air show, and so I want to find a way to just like make it not happen. And it's like, it's the same
like
thing
what
with the Safe Skies Utah. It's loud and it's noisy, and we don't want it to be, so let's complain about it. It's just stupid.
Oh, good Lord.
And you know, this is obviously an aviation podcast where we're a little biased towards aviation, but come on. If you don't think it's a little ridiculous that people are saying it harassed the bird population
and it made them take flight.
Oh my God.
Hey, wait.
Is this for real?
Well, I have a question. Why do birds have wings?
Probably
so they can take flight.
Get to the other side. Anyway, BH World says you guys are still welcome at my house for the Huntington Beach Air Show this year.
Oh,
thanks,
awesome.
man.
Although I did try to ask you for a ride last time I was there and you were sick. So are you going to use that excuse again?
I know.
Let's see. What could I have? I'm sick.
We're not vaccinated or boosted. So we're safe.
And we're not wearing a goddamn mask either.
My hand hit.
We're safe. That's the difference. These days, that means you're safe.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
But anyway, okay, so thank you for the invite, BH.
Yeah, be careful what you offer, because we may take you up on it.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
We got a lot of comments here, brother.
You're welcome at my house too if you want. When you come up to Hill this year, if you're coming to the Hill Air Show.
Yeah, same. You're welcome in St. George as well. So
yeah, we're not
at my
for
house. Yeah.
I live closer to Hill though, but that's okay.
Yeah. All right.
Are you gonna read some more of these comments, Aaron? You want me to?
Yeah, let's do it. So here's one. Has spinny side up. My favorite are the noise complaints come from people bought a house next to an airport that's since 1940.
I know.
Yeah, that's the Safe Skies Utah people.
Mm-hmm.
And then Matt the man.
Dude.
this is horrible.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Viper Images, somebody probably didn't get their cut.
So let's ruin it for everybody.
It's all about money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. Sorry. I already read that one. But anyway, Huntington Beach only has 8.5 miles of beach. There's only 362 more days in the year without an air show.
I know.
Oh, the humanity. That was my point. What is it like 3 or 4 days? Sorry, I have an itch on my
I mean, 8.5 miles of beach too.
It's like
when you're on a tarmac,
days of the air show, for God's sake.
yeah.
Like
the tarmac isn't 8 miles wide.
Come on.
And
damn California snowflake.
Exactly.
You got that right.
And part of the draw for the Huntington Beach Air Show is the beach in Huntington fucking Beach.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
it just comes down. It comes down to the same shit where people take aviation for granted,
right?
And I guarantee you that fucker that's complaining, they're probably on their HOA board too, and they walk around there's a weed in that crack. I'm gonna find those people. Like that's the kind of shit.
Case of emotion.
Exactly. And my, my point.
Man.
My point is they go around looking for ways to complain. You know, they take aviation for granted because I guarantee, they need to go on vacation or they need to go see somebody or they need to go somewhere for business. What are they doing? They're jumping on an airplane, for God's sakes.
Right.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
but they'll be fine with that
Yeah.
You know, there's probably birds around the airport too, but you know, it might make them take flight, but that's okay.
Well,
you know,
exactly.
because it's
like
that's what they need to do at that time.
Don't
So
honk your horn. Don't
it's
wipe.
I don't know.
climate activists that fly around on their Gulfstream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Every,
the same
every
kind of
damn liberal,
Yep.
you know,
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
just hilarious. But
So
anyway,
yeah, it's anyway one of those. Three.
Well, aviation
Hyper
will
Images
come
with
out
the
on top.
HOA comment. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
So true.
Yep. It's aviation will come out on top on this one. They're not going to shut the airport down for God's sakes because it ruffles some of the birds' feathers.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Good Lord.
But and the whole pier thing too. It's like, for God's sakes, like, it's a pier and people are watching airplanes. Like, is it really that big a deal? Like BH said, like 362 other days of the year. It's 3 days. It's 3 days. Let's just open the pier to the people and be like, here,
Yeah.
enjoy the air show today. Good hell. But hopefully all the sharks and fish down below aren't being affected too much by it.
Oh,
I know.
those clams, the deep sea ones that are at the bottom of the ocean, those shadows that go over.
I tell you,
fearful that it's a whale
Yeah.
that's going to swoop down and get them and eat
we
them.
need to try to go to that show, man, because I'm telling you what, when I saw the F-22 demo practice at,
Oh my God.
Tybee Pier in South Carolina, oh my God, dude, it was so awesome.
I really would love
Or
that.
Georgia, I guess it was.
Yeah.
It was in Georgia because I was staying in South Carolina. And
Yeah,
came
right.
over down to
You and near Savannah.
But man,
Well,
that's
we
right,
do-
just outside of Savannah.
We do have a plan someday to be able to do this shit full time. So,
I know, right?
We're working on it.
We're working on it. Yeah, Hess makes a good point here. Spinny side up. This is, your typical definition of most extreme liberals. 7 people complain, so let's shut it down so the 200,000 other people can find something else to do with their weekend. Yeah, if you don't like it, then just don't attend.
Right.
Yeah, just leave the area.
You know what?
That's
Here
what
you
I
go.
do when
If
I don't
it's-
like something or somewhere. I don't go there because I don't like it.
Here's a perfect. Okay, if you don't like, if the sound scares you, if you feel like you're gonna die, those are the utards. If you're worried about the birds and you need a little peace and you're worried that people might set foot on the pier that shouldn't be there because they've been charged money, and you're worried about all the people, then maybe you should hop in your Prius or your Tesla and go to the fucking forest for a couple of days.
Or go take an airplane out of state for the weekend.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I can't think of anything I would love more than to sit on a beach with my toes in the sand and watch some airplanes.
Cool aviation.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my
but
God.
that's just us and maybe a few 100,000 people.
Yeah, just
that's nothing.
Nobody.
Oh, these are fun stories to talk about. But anyway, I don't think it's gonna make much of an effect. I think that the event probably brings in way too much revenue for the county, the city, for them to even care that
They don't
some
even
people
care. You know
are
what?
a
If
little
you don't
upset,
like and
so.
if we're violating the law, then fine us. We don't care. I'm sure we got plenty of revenue from the whole thing that it's not even going to matter.
I know.
Yep.
They probably allocate a certain amount of the revenue for somebody's going to complain, and you have to pay a fine because it's
Yeah.
like, especially when you're
Exactly.
dealing with something as cool as military aviation.
Yep.
There's going to be some Karen that, that's terrible. But anyway, all right.
All right. Tell you what, everybody, it is time. Do you have any more comments? Let's make sure we got them all. We got
Just
a couple
one more.
more. So let's see. One more from Viper Images here. Well, don't the butterflies at the 25 and 24 departure end of LAX take flight every time an airliner flies over? You know what? They might.
They might.
Can't hop in their Tesla because the rolling brownouts prevent them from charging.
That's
in
right.
California.
That's right.
True. Man,
Oh, so true.
fucking California. BH, I don't know how you do it, man.
I know.
I don't know
yeah,
how you do it.
exactly.
Especially
All right,
with old Gavin Newsom at the helm.
man. What a shit show. Anyway, it is time for our next segment.
the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Oh, this
I love that graph. I'm
I
sorry.
love that too. It's so awesome. So this story, man, we're just like on a rant tonight.
Those
This
are the
story
fun
actually,
nights.
as an Air Force veteran, this story actually pisses me off more than anything. So I said in the title that a U.S. Air Force airman, a U.S. airman, fucks around and finds out what happens when you try to recreate a Rage Against the Machine album cover. And, I mean, I guess some would consider it a sad story. In fact, there are, members or the mainstream media outlets that are like making this guy a hero. This guy's a fucking dickhead. I'm sorry.
Dude, he's obviously mentally ill. You don't do
Exactly.
this if you're a sane, grounded person.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. I'm going to
it's
blow this up.
absolutely ridiculous.
So a member of the U.S.
You
Air
already
Force,
did.
Yes, a member of the Air Force. I just got that. That was funny, brother. A member of the U.S. Air Force set himself on fire in front of the Israeli embassy in Washington, D.C. while shouting, "I won't be complicit in genocide and free Palestine," in between going, "Oh, ooh, ow, oh, ow, ooh, oh, oh."
Can you stop doing that? The room is very small.
I just thought that was funny. Sorry, 1 second.
Well,
you didn't like that? You didn't like the sound effects?
If you watch the video, it's like
Let's not though.
No, we're not going to watch the video.
Oh, it's so
No.
worthless.
But what were you
because
gonna say, Aaron? If you
I'm
watched
just
it, what?
like it. Like that's a. I think what happened is he probably set himself on fire, and he's like, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit,"
Well,
and
yeah.
like,
I mean,
why did I do this? I don't know. To me, this is just the most idiotic, insane thing, and the problem is this was somebody that was in the military.
That's what
and
makes it
this is
disgraceful to me and pisses me off.
This is the type of recruiting that's happening because
Exactly.
they're having to accept people that maybe are questionable because the recruiting is so down, and I can't. It blows my mind, and why somebody would kill themselves like that for a cause. I mean, if you're Jesus Christ, okay, I get it, but for this, come on,
Because you're dying for a lot of us.
Well,
you're dying for a lot of exactly, but this, no.
Well, and it also makes me question what word am I looking for here? Put on my tinfoil hat instead of my blindfold, right? Like these sensitive subjects like the Ukraine, Gaza, Israel, like this fucker was probably told they'd pay his family or take care of his family because someone needed to make some sort of statement in the media, distraction about something. It wasn't getting enough traction. So, hey, let's pay this guy to light himself on fire and we'll take care of his family. And then everyone will talk about it like we are, and it's, of course it's sad. Like, I'm not,
it's a mentally ill person.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's no way in hell you're going to get me to set myself on fire.
And
for anything.
speaking
somebody
of,
took advantage of his mental illness. Like
And-
Ryan was saying, somebody took
advantage
of his
Exactly.
mental illness.
And if you're not into the whole tinfoil hat stuff, just after you watch the podcast or even now, just go do a search for MK Ultra.
Yeah, right.
And
Mind
one of my
control.
favorite bands, Muse, actually has a song titled MK Ultra. Just saying. But by the way,
That's amusing.
musing. There's the Rage Against the Machine album cover. You guys remember that one?
Yeah.
But anyway, so the reason why this is part of the fuck around and find out segment is because he fucked around and God damn it, he found out. Man dies after setting himself on fire outside, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not even going to, and the thing is some of these mainstream outlets, they've written these puff pieces.
I know.
They've written these puff pieces
sad.
about him. And I mean, I feel bad for his family. And especially if he was mentally ill, I feel bad for him that he was coerced into doing something like that. It's just, it's
I'll tell you
terrible. And the fact that he is, or was. Are those his new pronouns? Was, and anyway.
So I wonder, it makes you wonder. I wonder if that, and look, I don't condone just killing people, just
absolutely not
going in an area and just eradicating, I don't, I don't condone that. But if that fucking kid, I'll call him a kid because he's just a young kid.
Yeah, he looks like a kid.
For God's sakes, we're in our 40s. Ryan just had a birthday, by the way.
I did.
Welcome to 44, brother. Anyway,
I'm in my 50s, but
or I guess this is the more appropriate one. Anyway, continue with your point. Sorry.
Yes.
Well, my point is, did he even see what Hamas was doing to those people when they came across the border?
He doesn't care.
And so
He doesn't
that whole thing, it just makes you wonder, like, did Israel allow that to happen in order to give them the green light to go in and do what they're doing in Gaza? Or was this really something that they were taken by surprise? See, that's the thing about this fucked up world, man. You just don't know.
You don't. It's another one of those divisive subjects that they tell us all we should be upset about.
Exactly. But I'm telling you what, man. When you read the accounts of what Hamas was doing to the people in Israel and to the women, especially, I mean, dude, they were raping women with their guns. They were cutting their breasts off and throwing them at them. They were doing some medieval shit. And that needs to be fucking eradicated.
And that needs to be dealt with.
Evil,
and I don't care what group it was that did it. Anybody who does shit like that needs to, they just need to,
Exactly. And those fucking cowards, they hide in mosques and hospitals and make it difficult to if I'm telling you that's the shit that needs to be eradicated.
Yeah.
Well, and it's sad because someone lost their life protesting something they believed in, but you know what? I don't look at it and think or feel any differently about the situation.
Well,
I don't either.
It's just
they're mentally ill. I don't even know.
It's someone lost their life over a fucking story, and it's too bad.
As an Air Force veteran, I see somebody that desecrated his oath and the uniform and the American flag. That's all I see. Thanks, brother.
You're welcome.
All right. That is this week's. Oh, wait. We got a couple comments here really quick, and then we'll, let's see. Viper images. But like I said, when we talked about it in Arizona, how does one of the most secure countries in the world allow an attack? Exactly.
Yep.
That's why.
Yeah. That's why you just don't know. Like, it's unfortunate that there are people within our government that's supposed to protect us.
Right.
Could allow something like that to happen.
Yeah, I mean,
unfortunately, that shit does happen.
Yeah, there could have been, some corrupt Israeli, leadership that did allow it to happen. So yeah, which is why I just don't believe anything that I'm told on that fucking TV when the news report. I mean, they're all in on it. They're all in on lying to us.
Right.
If they get paid the right amount of money or they need to push an agenda, the war machine, right? So
the
anyway.
war machine, the media media complex, whatever the hell you want to call it.
But moral to the story is, don't light yourself on fire. Just tell people.
The more you know.
The more you around, the more you're going to find out.
That was this week's edition of Fuck Around and Find Out. I think we've got one more story.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go to our favorite segment, of course, Instagram stories from accounts we follow. So let's So this next story is actually coming from let's see here. Where's it at? Oh, here we go. This is from F-35C Lightning II GigaChad at the _NG_nerd.
Are you going to pull it up on screen?
I'm going to right here.
That was a freaking mouthful.
I know, right?
So, Mama Juju.
So let's see if it pulls up here. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
This was actually reposted, I guess, from an account that has been suspended. But I thought this was really, really interesting because we've talked about this before. The debate, is the J-20 better? Is the F-22 Raptor better? Is the F-35 Lightning II better? What is a better airplane? And these other countries, especially the communist country, China, I guess, is really the only one that's left.
China is asshole.
North Korea, but Russia, post-communism. Anyway, they say they've got their 5th generation aircraft, and it's like Thor said, really? Anyway,
I know. Right?
So in this post, this original post was from and I can't even read it, but apparently they write in Chinese, and they like the U.S. flag, but they also like the Ukrainian colors. Anyway, whatever. Chinese often boast about the excellent aerodynamic design of their J-20/J-16, referring to the F-35 as a little fatty. However, it seems their
That's what she said.
Fat Amy.
Fat Amy, exactly. However, it seems their J-20/J-16 pilots don't share this view. In a friendly dogfight, they were unable to shake off the F-35. So this, and apparently there's been some community notes on this as far as the actual translation, that it's not exact. But you can see part of the report is redacted. But down below it says, during an interception action over the East China Sea, 2 J-20 fighters of the flight group had a close range engagement with 2 US F-35 fighters. After our lead, I'm not going to say it in a Chinese accent. After our lead took a merge with the US.
No, that's way off.
US fighter is asshole.
It's maroon.
All right, let's put this back up here. After our lead took a merge with the U.S. lead, the U.S. fighter maneuvered promptly to change direction and seize the attack position. Hit the brakes, it's going to fly right by.
Yep.
The wingman came to the lead's urgent aid and relieved him from the trap. Black sentences. Okay. Oh, I think that's redaction. In the review section, we found the agility of our aircraft is not good enough to have close range contests with the U.S. ones. The USAF pilots are experienced. Their aerial command, as well as their lead wingman cooperation, are better than ours.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because the J-20s couldn't even defeat an old F-14.
Exactly.
And says,
didn't mean to hit that. Sorry.
The J-20. So Ryan, those were SU-57.
Oh, duh. Yeah,
that was a different aircraft.
Right. Yeah. Thanks for
just
the correction.
Just want to clarify that.
Say yes and we'll move on.
Okay. Yeah. The funny thing about that is, it puts up all those Chinese symbols,
right?
And you could write anything under that. And
oh, sure you could.
You know what I mean? But if that is real, that's pretty cool.
Maybe
you know what I mean?
Maybe he's talking about his date from last night.
That's a J-20, brother.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of badass looking.
It's cool.
No, that's the question.
Well, it's funny they talk about the F-35 being a little fatty, because that to me looks a little fat. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's got a lot of girth.
It's like you basically threw an F-22 and an F-35 in a blender, and that's what you get.
Right.
And a Gripen.
Yeah, right.
You know what would be really funny is if they just cut it off right behind the canards and put a little tail and just called it the little 20 or something like that.
Little Nelly.
Yeah, that's pretty cool looking though.
But anyway,
is that thrust vectoring?
No. Well, the current version doesn't. Supposedly, the Chinese are working on an indigenous engine that will have some thrust vectoring.
Okay.
But right now,
they're just waiting for the next email dump from Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're waiting for info from the Chinese spy balloon.
Yep, exactly.
To download
all the little drones swarming around.
No, it's totally not for spying.
That is so funny.
It's
I
not.
love that.
Okay.
And also, this might even not even be about aviation at all. Maybe it's like a recipe for pot roast in your instant pot.
I
don't know.
right? But
But
that's still a cool
if,
story.
if that is true, that's pretty awesome.
If that encounter did happen, I mean that's pretty ballsy for both sides, for the Chinese and for the Americans.
Yep.
To have those aircraft engage in a
Friendly
little
dogfight. Yeah.
little friendly, dogfight,
Oops, I
out
hit the
over
wrong button.
probably the South China Sea, because China's not launching those anywhere but mainland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
So
Well, and if that incident really did happen, and they basically lost to the F-35s, the original people who designed the J-20, yeah, they're in the Chinese gulag somewhere, right?
I know, right?
They're getting a whole new crew. So
Yeah.
bring in a brand new team.
No. If never mind, I won't go there. But anyway, they have dishonored their families, so they take care of it themselves.
By the way, Viper Images, have a good night, guys. Good show and topics as always. Hope to see you guys at Red Flag. We will be looking out for you, my
you
friend.
as well.
Yeah,
absolutely. Have a good night, Billy.
Have a good night too. Hey, don't forget the RampCheck Aviation Podcast live stream is live every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, right here on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitter, Rumble, and of course, Instagram Live. Make sure you catch us. If you do miss the podcast, little Hess, just go to our YouTube channel. You can click on the live tab. All of our live streams are right there for you to watch. You can watch them right there from the very beginning. When you're there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with some friends or family or whoever you would like to. Please do that as well.
Absolutely.
And, spinning side up, we know. Wait, you know what? That we're live?
Yeah, Hess gets upset when you repeat things over and over.
Dude, it's my old radio days training. You have to run a little.
Well, see, the way that the live stream works is you get people that pop in and out, and so you want to make sure that they get it and understand.
We just need to have a soundbite that says Hess's asshole.
Dude, Hess, enough.
So
Thanks,
on Instagram Live, I'll just give a couple of people shout out who are watching right now. Analog Speedbird.
Nice.
Ron Morosco Jr. Hey, I've seen Ron on a few times.
Analog Speedbird. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Analog Speedbird. Geneva / Tiny Speedbird. So I don't know what that means, but anyway, there you go. But
we're laughing at Hess's
look at
comment.
Hess's comment up on.
Except for Wednesdays that you're not. Thank.
Oh
yeah, I'm gonna try to do this. Ready?
My gosh.
Hess's.
Sorry, Aaron. Go ahead and finish.
No. That's okay. Terry Hall, Dark Magic, 151. Is that what that was? 1771. And yeah, there you go. Analog Speedbird says, "Yeah, what's up?" So cool.
We're glad you're watching us. We appreciate it.
Where are you watching from there, Analog Speedbird? Anyway, and then of course Fred Villela still watching on there.
What's up,
too.
Fredo?
Couple
How you
others.
doing?
Peter Brooks, how's it going? Thanks for jumping on the Instagram Live.
Absolutely.
But anyway, your record is better than mine for being here. Yeah, you got that right. Yes. And every time I try to schedule you, you're like,
yeah, dude, we need to get you back on the podcast, man. We really do.
Anyway, you just went back to the what NASCAR race was that where the Thunderbirds opened it up?
I think that was Daytona.
Yeah, him
Has to be proud I knew that and you didn't.
Him and his boy. I know. I almost said Indy 500, but I'm like,
no, I'm
that's
pretty
NASCAR.
sure
That's sacrilegious to
So
win.
Hess went to NASCAR. So did you grow out your mullet before you went?
He did. And he just going with NASCAR, man. He's going with NASCAR, man.
Oh, good Lord. Let's see here. Oh, it's one more comment here. Let's see. Yep, he says Daytona. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Very good. All right. So we're running a little bit long, so let's get to our last segment for the night. Our favorite segment.
That's right.
Of the RampCheck Aviation Podcast live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Instagram stories from accounts. Rumfall.
Yeah, go put it down, man. Cool. You're going to put it down, man.
All right, here we go, brothers.
Man, Ryan needs to be a DJ.
Okay, somebody is pregnant, 37 weeks.
Pregnant girl. This is still.
All right, here we go.
Yes, right?
Av Ryder Joe. That's our Bayo lover.
Oh, yeah.
He likes Mace as well. I'm sure Bayo would be upset.
Absolutely.
Jealous.
Yeah.
Retha Ram, our sister, posting stuff, but it's not
Sis?
aviation, so we won't cover it. But hey, sis.
The what?
The what? Hey, this is Jetarazzi, man. That's
nice
right there. Let's see here. Sam. Hey, Sammy from Arizona. Nice. Okay. Oh, that's a repost from one of our businesses. That's actually a pretty cool video.
Wait. This is not us doing our business.
No,
right?
no.
I want to clarify that.
These are some criminals trying to break in, and we provided some safety security.
Exactly.
But anyway, hey, Warai, there you go. Photo
Jacob.
Rohan.
Cool
and
stuff.
he's reposting a few things.
What the hell is that?
That's a drone. That's a drone.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger than the ones they're reporting in Arizona.
Yeah. Jersey Mike's. All right. And we've got some hockey. All right.
The Avalanche.
See you soon, villains. That's right. The villains are in town at Hill Air Force Base right now. F5s.
That's awesome.
Oh,
yes.
cool.
Yeah.
Love the
Aviation F-35. We got the A-10 coming in on a. That's a Utah tanker.
That certainly is.
So when I went on a refueling mission, it was with the Utah Air National Guard and A-10s, just like that.
My multiple missions. They were so much fun.
Right. That's right. Cool. All right. Florida Afterburner Images. There you go. What kind of aircraft, brothers?
Speaking of, it looks like a MiG-29 from here.
No. Serious? You can't be serious.
It's an F-16.
No, it's actually an F2.
Damn, that looks just
an
like
F2,
an
which is the F-16. Japanese, Japan's version of the F-16. Jeez.
Anyway, over in Japan, they made them, the
F2.
So it's an F2 height.
That's right. Okay. That's right. So here's some more Viper action. All right, there you go. Stealth flyover. There you go.
I love the stealth.
Nice.
I've got some new ramp swag coming that has.
Hell yes.
I know. I was hoping it would get here today so we could do an unboxing on the podcast.
Yeah, it'll be here soon.
Yep.
Closing helicopter arrived with military grade Huey. The next veteran flying it. Oh man, there.
I bet that was fun.
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome.
That would be so much fun.
That would be fun. Exactly. 31 years ago, the FBI Master
Waco.
77. There you go, Waco.
Yep. Another one of those.
Point Magoo guys. Good morning, Sidewinder. Yeah, see, dude, we're gonna come hang. We're gonna come hang with it. That's Fred's group, man. The Point Magoo guys. We hell yeah, dude. We need to get down there.
I don't see any airplanes.
I know, but he's saying, look at the beautiful scenery.
I know,
We're
it is
ready
gorgeous.
for some fucking jets. And that
looks like Afghanistan.
Right?
Yeah, crazy. Let's see. Happy birthday to Jason Aldean, Tony's favorite music genre.
Yeah. Bang it.
New post.
Ooh, beautiful.
Real Sidewinder images. Nice. You got
There's just nothing cooler than like an aircraft at sunset.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
yeah, that looks good.
F-18's cool looking too.
So do you guys know what variant of F-18 that is?
Aaron, no.
Come on, look at the nose.
It's the hold on, give me just a second.
I don't know.
It's the
okay. Let's see how far.
It's the Delta variant. Oh wait, we're talking airplanes.
It's a Growler because it doesn't have the gun in the nose.
So is that an EW pod or an ECM pod right there? Maybe.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but it doesn't have a gun. I know that.
Just checking.
Anyway, okay.
Wait,
Here
it was the rotary girder on the
Yeah,
main.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, come on, more aviation. Okay, here we go.
I
You tell
think
what
we're
kind of-
going to see some
Going up,
afterburner.
Come
Tell
on,
us what
baby.
variant is taking off right now, brother.
Yeah, those look like FA-18 Fs.
Dang it.
Of course.
No afterburner. Cut it off too soon.
Dang it cut off
Darn it.
too soon. But anyway, let's see
Ow,
here.
that
Damn, there's so many ads these days.
What
there we
happens
go.
when you have 30,000
There's a
followers?
SkyWest CRJ. It's got to be SkyWest.
That's funny. All right, let's see. Okay, Forbes.
Well, hello there.
Uber Eats is almost here.
Wait.
Queso 47.
Wait, say that again.
That's funny. Queso
Oh,
47
Queso 47.
is that yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice. Cool.
Old Navy King Air. Nice.
Yeah, P8.
P8
All right.
Poseidon.
There we go. Aviation Nellis. Looks like
Okay.
you got some good views.
Cool.
Okay, we'll do a few more aviation
Okay,
ones and then we'll
perfect.
call it a day. The turtle is finally stepping down, but we will.
What?
Good.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a beautiful picture.
There you go. Nice.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Who is
lots of
Instagram?
Super Horn. Lot of Super Hornets.
Yeah, that's
what's that,
awesome.
brother?
Oh, just I don't think you mentioned whose Instagram that was.
Oh, Jake KP photo, but he's reposting photo_Rohan.
Gotcha. Okay.
No
Right.
camera. All right. Boise spotter. And one more. Nice. CH53.
Ooh, Super Stallion. Right?
Cool.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep. All right. So that's
Cool.
the end of the segment, brother. Go ahead and
That
hit
was Instagram stories from accounts we follow. I always love that segment.
it. Yeah, it's always fun.
It's just fun.
Had a lot of ads, though.
So
I know.
many ads. That was
There's
crazy.
There's so many ads now.
Oh, wow.
Definitely. All right. Before we take off, we just want to.
Before we take off?
Oh.
Is that a pun?
I know, right? It is the RampCheck.
Hey, so Analog Speedbird replied while we were doing that segment. New Orleans. All right. I'm 4'11" and I fly a Cessna 172 with steam gauges, hence Analog Speedbird. Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very
And
cool.
since you're 4'11", do you have a phone book too that you sit on? Just
Depending on how old these people,
Right.
They
That's
may not
true.
know what a phone book is,
that's
brother.
true. You know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
maybe
She probably doesn't. She's probably a little younger, but yeah.
maybe blocks on your shoes like
Yeah.
short round.
Yeah,
from
short
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that's
Dr.
funny.
Jones,
Anyway,
you crazy.
well,
Anyway.
Cool. Thank you for
Yeah, thanks
watching
for
there,
watching
Analog.
and saying hello. We appreciate it very
Speedbird.
much.
I saw that TX Avgeek joined for a little bit. I don't know if he's still on.
Wow.
But that's Colin, and we love
Yeah.
Colin. He kind of ventures in and out of aviation these days. He can't quite get radar lock, but we would love to have you more often there, Colin.
Yes, we would. That was awesome. So, Tess, just a couple of things. None of my flyover footage.
Was that in your story? I mean, we did have to get through like almost 30,000.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
if it's not recent.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, dude.
Let me see if I can pull it up while we're just
Okay.
gonna-
Well,
Yeah,
but
see if
you
you can
can
grab it.
Finished with a helicopter. I may finally be getting through to you boys. We've
Nice.
always loved the rotary stuff.
Hey, we've got cool rotary swag too.
Yes, we
We
do.
when we're down at Red Flag, we actually love when the
Mhm.
choppers are active.
Oh,
Okay, here we go. Here's Hess's from NASCAR.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
I was wondering if there was audio, but
yeah.
oh, there we go. Oh yeah.
Beauty.
Right now.
Oh no!
Nice.
Maybe they would do it, but that was just the flyover.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nothing like seeing the Thunderbirds fly over during the national anthem.
Get the chills every
Yeah,
time.
one of those things. Thanks for that footage there, Hess. We really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, there's actually one more cool shot.
Okay, because I thought they did the bomber. I thought I saw some video, not from Hess, of them doing the bomber. This is probably it, right. Yep, there it is. Nice. Beauty.
Dude, that's what it's all about right there, man.
Yeah.
This is me again.
Yeah. Honestly.
Yes.
Yep.
Waiting. Man, can't wait for Red Flag. It's going to be so exciting.
Getting excited. Yep.
Once again, we will be at Red Flag. A March. Hold on, let me pull up the dates here.
12th.
We'll be there
14th.
Tuesday the 12th through Thursday the 14th, and possibly even Friday the 15th. We'll see. But we'll definitely be there for at least a couple of days. So,
and the last couple comments I'll read from Instagram Live. Analog Speedberg, I do have a cushion. So that's
nice.
Cushion phone book. Cushion.
And
phone
then
book.
Colin chimes in, says, "Hey fellas, what's up? About to punch, but wanted to say hi." So,
dude, thanks for saying hello, man.
Good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you. And Analog Speedbird, thank you once again for watching the podcast tonight. We appreciate it.
Yep, awesome. All right.
We're running pretty long, so we probably won't go through. You want to pull up a little bit of the Ramp Swag store, or maybe next week, or just
probably next week. Go check out some Ramp Swag.
Yeah, an hour and a half.
www.rampcheckglobal.com. That takes you to the RampCheck landing page. All things RampCheck. You can find the Ramp Swag store, and hopefully by next week we'll have our new Ramp Swag. Pretty excited about that. So. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching tonight. Once again, it's the RampCheck Aviation Podcast live stream right here every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, X, Twitter, and Instagram Live. I'm Tony.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Ryan. Ryan's going to the podcast. Good day.
Oh, yes. Eject.